Flavored Vivid. For those of you guys that are new here, my name is Carissa. The way that I do my readings is intuitively. I like to start off in your etheric energy, ground it down to the physical with some general messages. I pull a spread on your finances and career. I pull a spread on your love life, and then I close that with spirit guide messages. Capricorns, well, all earth signs. I have literally gone through and I have written down notes for each of the earth signs here. I've been meaning to do you guys' reading, but life has just been busy. But let's just jump right into it here. So, the song. Let's start with the song that you guys got. This is literally this is your girl's favorite song right now, okay? I freaking love this song. So I don't know if it came up because I've been playing it on repeat or if it's genuinely meant for you. I think you guys will like it though. But let's see. It's called Côte d'Azur by Bazanji. I'm so bad at pronouncing names. So again, Bazangi. Love this artist. They're great. It says, my phone on Do Not Disturb. I'm living the life. I'm feeling the vibe. They know that the bag's secured. Don't got any room on my passport. I travel the world, the places I go, the things I've seen. Yeah, this is the life that I've earned, okay? I look at the man in the mirror and I see a winner. So you could be a man. You could be a male Capricorn. You do not have to be, though. I'm just, throwing that out there here, right? And I see a winner. I did it my way. I don't need your opinion. Put food on the table. My pockets got bigger. I'm eating that caviar, breakfast and dinner. I do what I want when I want, and I love it, okay? I knew all along I'd make something from nothing. I celebrate every day of the week. The checks keep increasing month after month, and I give myself all the validity. I don't need nobody telling me differently. Don't care about fame, because that don't mean shit to me. I just enjoy what I do and take care of my family. Okay. So you guys, this whole song right here is basically about somebody who is moving only in their lane. They are not swerving. They're not looking over to see where other cars are. They are very focused. And this is showing up in your card right here as well with the 7 of Cups in reverse. That's your overall tarot card, which is somebody who is laser focused. So Capricorns, right now is a time of laser focus. Don't let anybody distract you. Now, let's go ahead and go over all of your guys' downloads that I got. So, title of your reading, 333, love it. Title of your reading here is people don't realize that okay, so hold on. Your title of your reading is Their Perception of You is a Confession of Their Character. That is the title of your guys' reading, and it's showing up everywhere, okay? You guys got the Evil Eye card as well. However, it's based off of a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. He is a philosopher and a poet. Some of you guys could be philosophers. Some of you guys could be poets. Maybe you're into poetry, whatever that alludes to for you. But his quote is, people don't realize that the perception of others is a confession of their character. So I just kind of played off of that quote there. And again, we're giving credit where it's due. I did not come up with that. So anyways, they are perceiving you in a way that is actually a confession of their character. You've got somebody here outside of you, okay? Now, I put healing your relationship with money. Some of you guys are healing your relationship with money, finances, the way that you look at money, the way that you spend money, the way that you attract money into your life. You're reframing your reality around finances and money. Some of you guys may be cutting the cord with I put cutting the cord and then family ties. This could be cutting the cord with family, or this could be, family patterns. Like, for example, my mom was a crackhead, so I've never touched hard drugs. That would be me cutting the cord. I mean, my aunt's a crackhead. Not my aunt, I'm sorry. But anyways, drugs run in my family, drug and alcoholism here. So that's just things that I don't really do. I don't really partake in a lot of drugs or a lot of alcohol. I don't do any of that. I've never had any desire to. I saw what destruction it does, right? So some of you guys, again, it could be cutting ties with family. Maybe you're dealing with toxic family members, or this is you cutting ties with certain patterns within your family, okay? Either way, some of you guys are needing a cord cutting. You might have recently done a cord cutting. I'm hearing cord cutting prayer for some reason, so you might have done a cord cutting prayer, okay? And I put energy shifting around the way that you interact with people perceiving you. Solidify connection with self. So right now, your energy is shifting around the way that you interact with the people who are perceiving you. You're like, okay, I'm aware that no matter what I do, people are going to perceive me based on their own lens of perception. Okay. And so you're solidifying your connection with yourself, with your higher self during this time frame here, meaning that you're unbothered. You're like, oh yeah, I could totally see how you would see me that way. Yeah, thank you for, again, revealing your true character. All right, it's revealing of them, not of you. All right, and it says, I wrote, people triggered by how far. Wait, no, I'm sorry. People triggered by you for how connected you are with yourself and spirit. So there's going to be a lot of triggers around this. Keep in mind, my readings are timeless. So you might see this play out over the next few weeks, okay? This might be a pattern here, or it's like you're going to see this in like a pattern of people, an influx of people that are continuously coming and doing this. They're going to be triggered by how connected you are with yourself, meaning like if you're confident in yourself, or like you're not skewered by their judgments of you. You know what I mean? That's going to be very hard for them. But again, that's their lesson. They're triggered by your connection with spirit, with God, the universe, like whatever that is here. So keep in mind here as this comes up in your life. I wrote down Dharma. So some of you guys are aligning with Dharma at this point in time here. I put down luxury experience as well. You might be going on like a luxury vacation, or there's some sort of like luxurious experience that you're going to be having. Maybe you live your life as like a luxurious experience. Maybe you're going to a spa, or again, this could be a vacation in some sort of way. I put Saturn retrograde, bringing up past situations. I just mentioned this, but I didn't realize I wrote it down, so please excuse me here. People may come for you because they're being triggered to grow past their own projections. Let me say that again. Capricorns, you're going to have a lot of people coming for you right now because they are being triggered to grow past their own projections. Okay, these are their projections. This has nothing to do with you. This is their lesson. You are just the target here. Like they see you as the bullseye. Okay. Some of you guys might be working with some very, very, very powerful energies with me slipping that out there. Proud ancestors, blessings incoming. So some of you guys have very proud ancestors. You might have recently passed a test, or you did something here, but your ancestors are really proud of you. You might have recently left them an offering as well. Okay, I put secrets exposed with a question mark, and then I put observe and the third eye. So there might be some sort of secrets that are coming out, or people again are just exposing themselves. Just observe the behavior right now, and make decisions and use your discernment here. Now, when I was typing all of this up, I was sitting, so every window in my house is huge. Like it's literally taller than me head to toe, and they're really long. So every room of my house, I have like the best view of my entire yard. And I literally heard and saw two magpies that were fighting. So I typed in the meaning of magpies here. Magpies are omens for black magic. Okay. So I wrote down black magic hitting the sender, fighting their own shadow. So these, whoever is sending you black magic, it's actually hitting them. They're going to be fighting their own shadow. They're going to be fighting their own demons that they tried to send to you. All right. I also wrote down swell, flood, ocean. So that might be significant to you in some sort of way, Capricorns. You look like, okay, let me explain this one. So I kept getting visions here. I put, you look like a tree standing alone, but if you go under the ground, your roots are connected to so much more. It's intricate structure plugged into what others cannot see. So there's something here where it's like people thought that you were an easy target because they saw you as this like standalone tree in the middle of an open field, but what they didn't recognize that your roots run so deep that they're connected to a whole forest. Okay, and that's what the vision was showing me, except for what I wrote down again was it's an intricate structure. You're plugged into what others cannot see. So there's something about you that it's like people see you as like a standalone, or they see you, maybe you're a loner, Capricorns, or there's something about that and they see you as like an easy target, but you're not. Okay, you are interconnected to so much more. It's so much bigger than they understand. All right, so that was a really beautiful vision. I put New Orleans and Mardi Gras. And then I also put France, and I'm not sure what all three of those have to do with each other. And I know that it's not even Mardi Gras season. So I don't know, maybe you're from Mardi Gras. You're from New Orleans, or maybe you're having like a Mardi Gras themed party, or you could be from France. All right. There's something here showing up about that. I got the message to reboot your electronics and back them up. Okay. You want to go to New Orleans. I love that. New Orleans. Yeah, exactly. So make sure sure you reboot your electronics and back them up, Capricorns, especially if it's been a while and you work online or you do a lot of major projects, okay? You're in New Orleans. I love that, Lady Cap. I put kayaking, hiking, tubing, cannonball, and mines. Okay, so obviously like kayaking, hiking, tubing, cannonball, those could all be correlated. I don't know why mines was also thrown in there. So maybe this is all done near mines. Maybe you're hiking and you're exploring mines. I'm not really sure what that's alluding to for you. That's for you to discern, okay? And then the last one that I wrote down for you guys was history, ancestry, 1949, 1800s, and Abraham Lincoln. Okay, now I try to sit there on like Abraham Lincoln, and the only thing that I could think of is here's a cool fact about Abraham Lincoln. Okay, Abraham Lincoln used to hold seances. He was actually a psychic medium. That's something that a lot of people do not know unless you actually research history and not like textbook history that you learn in America. Okay. Anyways, he used to hold seances and he actually saw his own death. Well, he didn't see how he died, but he saw people going and paying their respect essentially to his passed away body. And so there's that. There might be something here around that. I'm not really sure. Or if you're like studying in that, I love Abraham Lincoln. The guy was dope. Not only did he end slavery, okay, love that for him. But the thing is how he ended slavery, it was actually through these seances. So maybe there's something there with that, because he was working with a little girl's spirit and she told him exactly how to end this and how they would know it's done and over with and they move past it, okay? So I don't know if that's significant to you in any way. Again, we've typed up history, ancestry, that's maybe you're related to Abraham Lincoln. I don't freaking know. Maybe you're channeling him. I don't know. Okay. Maybe you have to get a wooden tooth. Dope. I don't know. Just kidding. We're doing all earth signs today, my loves. All earth signs today. So let's go ahead and jump into your reading. Let me show you the cards that we got. Okay. Again, we have the Seven of Cups reversed. I see you guys laser focused, or there's a need to be laser focused. You know what you want and you get it, okay? You're going after what you want. Right behind that, you guys have the Queen of Cups and the upright. And I definitely see you moving like with your heart chakra energy. There's a lot of heart chakra energy. Your third eye is popping. Your intuition is very strong right now. Do not doubt yourself. We also have inner desires that showed up. Card number 16, breaking down to the number 7. You could be born on the 16th. You could be born on the 7th. You could be a life past 7, whatever the way this shows up for you. But this card says, set some intentions. You are entering a phase of plenty or may have a sudden windfall. Goals are within your grasp. And that goes back to my download too, where your ancestors are proud of you. They're sending in some sort of blessings or rewards. All right. And I love that. Ooh, right behind that, you have card number 3. You could be born on the 3rd, life path 3. It says, in the light of the moon, the full moon can shine a light on what you have been resisting. This can be anything from your fears to your soul's beauty. So this is a time where it's like you're really anchoring into who you innately are. You're no longer afraid of showing who you are. Again, you're recognizing, okay, you're going to perceive me how you choose to receive me. I don't really care, because at the end of the day, I'm solid within myself, right? And so Capricorns, that's your mindset right now. This is your mindset this week. Solid within yourself, all right? And not solidarity where you have to like push everyone away or anything like that. This is not hyper independence where it's a trauma response. This is genuinely like, oh yeah, I could see how you could perceive me that way. Well, you're wrong. And I'm not going to sit here and justify or try to explain it to you here, because your level of consciousness does not interact with mine, all right? It's not where I am at, so I'm not going to waste anybody's time here. A lot of you guys have been gifted from birth. And again, this goes to the title of your guys' reading, where it's, you know, this energy of it's revealing their true character. Okay, so I feel like you could have been persecuted in a lot of ways. People project onto you in a lot of different ways here. And a lot of you guys were extremely gifted from birth. So you were actually incarnate to experience all these soul contracts that you had to overcome, basically to solidify your connection with your higher self, to solidify your connection with spirit, to solidify your connection with these gifts. Some of you guys have been squandering these gifts, I'm hearing. Okay, a lot of you guys are like mediums, or you know, you have the gift, you dreaming. Okay, you might be dreaming here. Okay, scrying is also showing up for me as well. And I don't know why I'm hearing spirit box, so there might be something here about a spirit box if you work with that. Now, you could be a gifted singer, songwriter, dancer, makeup artist. You could be gifted at marketing. You could be a gifted tattoo artist. This is not limited to spiritual gifts. However, However, it is recognizing that you have always been gifted, and it's like that's the reason why you face so much opposition your entire life. Now, you are being relieved of this to a certain extent, is what Spirit's saying. The relief comes from you not being anchored to other people's perceptions of you, though. That is the relief, okay? So it's not that you won't experience it. Of course you're going to experience it. We live in the Matrix, right? We live in the Matrix. However, you're just like, heard that one before, like 2 out of 10. You know, you're able to like rate it and you're like, that was unoriginal of you. Yeah, cute. Okay. Back to my day. Yeah, I'll take I want that asparagus right there, and you go back to ordering whatever you want from Spirit and working with Spirit, okay? In regards to career and finances, nice, you guys have rewards coming in right after that too. But we have courage. Ask what you're afraid of so you can overcome what's holding you back now. There are leadership opportunities for the taking. So this is where you could have Leo in your chart, of course, you don't have to. But this is where Spirit's asking you to be really courageous and go after what you want. Maybe this is a promotion or a raise, and whatever you want here does have the rewards. It's like if you take the leap here, Spirit is going to reward you. Rewards is right behind it. It says you are cashing in on all the good work that you've done. Raises, bonuses, and prosperity are coming in. Keep going and keep growing, all right? So yeah, long term is right behind that as well. Fast changes. So this could come in rather quickly for you and be a long-term impact on you, your finances, etc. In regards to your love life, you guys got envies and storm of love. Interesting. Okay, we got envy's turmoil, obsessed hearts, and jealous minds brew a storm of unyielding chaos, which is interesting because you guys have evil eye here as well coming up in spirit guide messages. Someone envies you. So there might be envy on you or your connection, okay? And then storm of love is right behind this as well. And it says conflict is an opportunity for growth and change. So for some of you guys, there might be some jealousy or some envy going on within your relationship. So maybe you and your partner are arguing a lot more, or there might be something going on here in regards to that. Maybe you might need to, maybe you need more security, or your partner might want to feel more secure with you, Capricorn, in some sort of way. We'll see what this is all alluding to. It could simply be just evil eye on your relationship. Okay, maybe you have great things going for you. You're getting married, you're happy, and people are like, why Capricorn? Fuck Capricorn and their stupid relationship. You know what I mean? So take that as it resonates for you. We'll see what actually comes out for your guys' reading. And again, spirit guide messages, you do have evil eye here showing up. Somebody envies you. What's new, Capricorns? Not that's for sure. If you're new here, it's definitely not that here. It shows up all the time, as often as possible. It seems like people just can't get over you. You're unforgettable. All right. Change direction with ease. Card number 5 showing up. Let's go ahead and shuffle live and see what we've got for the Capricorn Collective. Capricorns, I am, by the way, all my stuff is being delivered today here, so it should be here between 3:45 and whatever. But look, I put in my color changing lights, and I've got like neon signs and stuff like that from my office. So I might switch to like night readings. I'm not really sure, but I'm excited to show you guys what I have like up here and actually make it a reality. One thing real quick too, I gotta show you because I'm really proud of this. So we've created like this like tarot wall on all sides here with a bunch of my tarot cards, and I still have more of them coming because just did not hold it. I'm gonna have to go like all the way up to the ceiling, probably have to step on my stool to get to the top ones, but we'll see what comes up with that. Anyways, Capricorns here. Capricorns. Messages for the Capricorn Collective. Ooh, diving to new depths here. So the color blue could be very significant. That does represent your throat chakra here. There can be communication coming in. You might be deciding to go down a new path, or you might have multiple paths and not sure which one to take just yet. That clarity is going to come forth very soon. There's a deeper meaning to what is happening in your life right now. You might be looking at this from the surface level and missing what's really going on. Take a moment to pause and breathe. Allow yourself to dive deeper into what you are feeling about your current situation. So Capricorns, make sure that you are taking a moment to breathe. Now, one of my favorite exercises for breath work is basically like, I like to, you know me, I do a lot of teaching on this channel. If you just want to hear that you've got all these rewards and stuff like that, I'm not the reader for you. So yeah, just showing you that. But if you want to learn how to actually grow and evolve in reality, then I'm the reader for you here. But basically, I like to breathe, and so I will take a breath into my lungs, and I'll fill up just my lungs, and I make sure my rib cage expands out and in, and then I will go down into my stomach, and I will breathe only into my stomach, and only my stomach expands and, goes back in here. And I do that, and then I breathe out in my stomach, I breathe out in my lungs here, and I do that in my throat as well, and I like to do it in like my third eye and stuff like that. So I basically breathe into every single chakra point, and I only use and I limit that area. So when I say like breathe with your stomach here, a lot of people don't get that, and they're like, how do you breathe with your stomach without moving your chest? Put your hands on your rib cage and breathe through the chest, okay? Or breathe through your stomach there, and then just go ahead and feel that expand and exit out. And then you come up to your lungs, and you expand in your lungs, and you exit that out here. By doing that, you're really breathing life into all of your source centers. So that's really important here, especially with this. It's like somebody needs you to stop, or spirit needs you to stop and take a breath here and actually feel the experience that you're having to gain that deeper insight. Because it's like if you move too quickly, you're going to skim over the detail here. So let's go ahead and see, and that could be in regards to some sort of choices or decisions, certain pathways, and that's going to give you the answers here. Wealth mindset is showing up. Use this prime energy. Spirit, there's a lot of prime energy around you, and it says connecting with your incarnated soul family. A lot of you guys are going to start finding new connections, and I've been saying this in a reading for like the past couple weeks, I feel like. So it just continues to like build up almost like a volcano until it's actually here. And keep in mind, when a volcano explodes, the lava is wet, it's hot, and then it solidifies. So understand that there is a time period in which this is solidifying. Perfect. Thank you, Spirit. First card out for you guys' general messages. Ooh, we've got car accident as the first card out. Jeez. Drive carefully. Feels threatened by you? Oh, man. And bad investment. Okay. Well, your overall energy is dreams anchoring into existence. And then we have certification or diploma, graduation. Some of you guys are about to graduate here. And it looks like your energy is good. But for whatever reason, there's someone around you. Oh, yeah, there's retrogrades going on here that are bringing karma to those that deserve it. Someone around you might get in a car accident. Okay, or they're trying to cause you to get in some sort of car accident here. This person made it, Nine of Wands. They're scared. They made a bad investment here. This is about to come back on them. Magician in the reverse. Somebody did some hocus pocus. Someone did some hocus pocus here. Ooh, the devil. Could be another Capricorn here. Capricorns, if you guys did this, okay, the Empress could be a Taurus Libra here, could be a mother figure for some of you guys, but I am seeing that you guys look good. So take this as it resonates with you. But let's see. Tell me about car accident. Thank you. We have the Five of Swords. Yeah, somebody's very egotistical. It's like they wanted to win at all costs here. The Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. They could have done this. It's like somebody was waiting for you to get some sort of karma because you left them or you didn't choose them, or this was like a friend or something like that. Okay, Eight of Cups, and they can't get over it. So it's like they were continuously manifesting against you. They could have even paid for some sort of spell work, or they did some spell work. Ten of Pentacles. For some of you guys, this was like family. Messages, please. Ooh, jeez. Capricorns and the Devil cards. Whoever this is, this person's toxic, okay? This is very, very toxic energy. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. This person, it's coming back around. Did I not say that for you guys? I don't know if I said that for you guys. That might have been for Taurus or Virgo. I don't know. I kind of mixed up all the signs here. That's why I was reading from my notes. But there's this energy. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody wasted a lot of time toxically being fixated on you and wanting to cause some sort of chaos or havoc within your life. Okay, it's like they were speaking negatively with the Five of Swords. It's like speaking like, oh, they did this because of that. It's like they wanted to, I don't know, it's like casting these word spells. Four Cups in the reverse, but they didn't hit you, Capricorn. You are being protected. You're in your power right now. The Star card in the reverse, this Aquarius energy, you could be a Capricorn, Aquarius, cusp. You don't have to be here. You could have Aquarius in your chart somewhere. You could have Taurus, Libra in your chart. King of Pentacles. You're showing, baby, you are showing up as like, I don't want to say untouchable because none of us are untouchable, right? But you are in this high vibrational energy in which you're at different timelines. So the energy is going like this, okay? And when people send out negative energy, the thing about energy is can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed. So it has to go somewhere, okay? And it does feel like this energy is by somebody who feels very threatened by you, and it's going back onto them because it has to go somewhere, okay? It has to follow through. Yeah, Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is somebody who's very negative, all right? They don't like the truth that you're speaking, the Judgment card. And so Spirit's calling judgment on them, okay, on this situation here. This person is going to see, yeah, Six of Cups in reverse. This is somebody from your past, Page of Wands, who was an opportunist. They only got away with this energy for so long, or they thought that they did. Interesting energy. Death card in the reverse. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Virgo. You could have those in your chart. Of course, take it as it resonates for you. This is somebody from your past, though, and all of this energy is catching up. You could have Taurus in your chart. I think in Taurus's thing I wrote eating their own words, okay? Somebody's going to be eating their own words. Tell me about bad investment. What is this in regards to? The Seven of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, somebody wasted their fucking time coming for you, Magician in the reverse, and sending you all this black magic because you're protected by all the things that they try to send against you, Capricorns. Again, it's like somebody's perception of you is just a reflection of their character here. The way that they're continuously projecting onto you here it is a confession of who they are. So they might be, it's like whatever they're saying, like, oh, this person is brainwashing, this person is this person is that. That's a projection, a confession of their own character. And they've been wasting their time with all of this negativity the entire time. It was a bad investment. And it was a bad investment because it's backfiring onto them here. Six of Swords in the reverse. So if they were trying to make you get in some sort of car accident or something, they might get in a car accident. Ten of Swords in reverse. That's not really how like karma works, you know? But again, the energy has to go somewhere. So take it lightly, all right? And of course, we don't wish anything onto anybody. I would hate to be this person, honestly. And I'm sorry that you guys had to experience that. Emperor card. This could be an ex-husband. This could be a mother, a father. Tower card. We have Aries. We have Aries and Scorpio here. Okay, somebody's about to be experiencing a tower moment. We have Aquarius on the table. We have Virgo. We have another Capricorn on the table. Or again, this is just representative of somebody very toxic, you and your power. Let's see. Do we have any other major signs? No, we have the Ten of Pentacles here. It's like they tried to stop your wealth, your generational wealth, and what you're here for, your legacy. Oh, Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. For some of you guys, this car accident was meant to create like delays, like in your legacy, in your wealth. It was meant to stop you or something like that. Anyways, didn't work. Let's move forward here. Dreams anchoring into existence. Nice. The Lover's card and the Knight of Swords. You guys are extremely focused. It doesn't matter what people are saying behind your back. They're behind your back for a reason, and you're aware of that. Again, you're like unswayed by other individuals' perception of you. You're like, okay, cool. You know, it's just this energy. Like, I feel like Justice card here. You're like, all right, well, that was a waste of your time here because that didn't harm me in any fucking way. You know what I mean? You're just, again, showing me your true character here. Justice. And justice is coming in for you guys. A lot of you guys are getting, public recognition. You're getting some sort of justice that is deserved here. Some sort of wish fulfillment. You could have Libra in your chart. You don't have to have Libra in your chart. But I definitely see the scales being balanced. I see you being very balanced. Again, you're not wavering in what others are doing or perceiving about you here. The Death card in the reverse, you're a completely different person. I'm hearing with that Death card in the reverse that represents your transformation. Yeah, Knight of Wands. And you're so far ahead of them that you're like, oh, damn. It's been 3 years. It's been 5 years. And you're still on that same energy. I'm so sorry. Sucks to suck, man. Like, all right, Ace of Wands in the reverse. You're like, damn, that energy still hasn't changed. That energy still hasn't grown. And that's karma all in itself. Like the fact that somebody's still in the same mindset and the same energy years later, months later, it's like, wow, you are just consumed by that, huh? It's rent-free up in your brain, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, Four Swords. And you're like, I'm at peace. I've been moved on. It's that type of energy here, Capricorns. So your dreams are really anchoring into existence. Pay attention to your dreams at this time, actually. Like, the dreams that you are having I think I said that in your last reading, but again, we just had the Cancer new moon. Hopefully you guys are doing well with that. Yeah, Seven of Cups, and stay focused, stay anchored in on your vision, okay? I definitely see that there are people that want to like betray you or disrupt your peace in some sort of way. Queen of Wands, but again, that confidence in yourself, that mastery of self, that connection with yourself, Capricorns, is really what is going to help you persevere past any of that. So that's what I've got for your guys' general messages. Let's go ahead and move forward. We're shuffling this out. Shuffling it out. We have highly protected, especially from somebody who is trying to create chaos in your life, all right? Yeah. Family secrets. For some of you guys, this is family members, and they think that they're being secretive, but you see straight through it. You're like, nah, I'm good on that, okay? Using gifts for ill will. Yeah, somebody's been doing some hocus pocus here, Cappies. You might not be experiencing any effects of it because, again, they're not meant to actually hit you. But that doesn't mean that the energy's not there. And Spirit wanted you to know for whatever reason. All right? Independence. Let's go ahead and get into your guys' finances here. You guys are very independent people. Again, you've been very gifted since birth here. It's something that you do. Some of you guys are really needing to create your own business and try something to get out of your comfort zone. Others of you guys have your own business. And again, it's getting out of your comfort zone. Let's go and see what we've got. Messages, please, for Capricorns and their finances and career. Finances and career. Thank you. Ooh, we got authority. And the future. Some of you guys could definitely be seers, prophets, whatever you want to see it as, okay? But this says, clashes with the boss or a challenge to your power will compel you to respond. Choose peaceful solutions. Again, Capricorns, it's one of those situations where you have to just look at it and be like, okay, you know? So for example, it was like last week or maybe the week before, I don't even know when it was, but somebody left a comment. They're like, I don't believe that you were ever homeless before and lived in a shelter. And I was just like, okay. Like, well, I'm not gonna spend my days fucking making you believe that. You can go ahead and go on about your delusions, baby. Have it, all right? You and all those entities you got attached to you. I don't give a shit. You know, it's like, what the fuck? Like, who's... Dumb. Okay. Anyways, the future. Plan for the future while living in the present. You are always supported by spirit. Your psychic abilities can bring you prosperity. I'm telling you, some of you guys might be psychics, okay? You could be seers, prophets, you channelers, scryers, witches, warlocks, I don't care, whatever. Star seeds. I heard star seeds here, light workers, whatever you choose to identify as. They're just all labels for the ego to understand here on this earthly realm. However, it does not matter how you choose to perceive it. You do not have to, but some of you guys, this is just using your intuition at work. Like maybe you work in the stock market and you use your intuition to move about and make logical decisions with your money and finances, right? There may be a clash with authority where other people are like, I know you better than you know yourself. And you're like, baby, you don't even know who you are, okay? So it's like, just stand your ground, be confident in yourself. People, again, are oh, that was, thank you. What did I say in your guys' thing here? Give me just a second here. Saturn retrograde is bringing up past situations. People might come for you because they're being triggered to grow past their own projections. I wrote that down here in you guys' notes. And again, they're coming for you because they're being triggered to grow past their own projections. Now, if they're consistently projecting on you, that's why you are that target there. And that's how you're being utilized. It shouldn't impact you though. And you're like, test, if you will, or your opportunity is the way I prefer to reframe that. Your opportunity is to solidify that connection with self, okay? Solidify that connection with yourself and stand your ground here, being confident and calm in who you are. Remember to handle these things in a peaceful way. And sometimes the most peaceful thing to do is not respond at all. All right, it doesn't even deserve a response. Sometimes my response is just like to laugh like a hyena and then move about my day. And that's it. Literally. I'm just kind of like, oh my gosh, that was clever. I haven't heard that one before, but that was nice. Okay, thanks for the laugh, and I move about my day. It doesn't matter. Like, don't let it get to you. Capricorn's money and finances. Brilliance. Beautiful. You have a brilliant mind. Okay, some of you guys are about to discover your own genius by breaking away from the grind to follow your own inspiration. Your ideas will bring recognition. Capricorns, you guys have some brilliant ideas here, some energies that are meant to be shared. Again, so don't be afraid to challenge authority with your brilliance. Some of you guys, it could be like, you know how sometimes bosses at work, like they think that they know everything, or like, And no respect against elders. You know, of course, I'm not saying it like this, like, go disrespect your elders. No, I'm not. It's definitely not that. But it is the energy of, like, you know, sometimes people think that, like, age equates to wisdom, and it just doesn't. Sometimes I've met literally like 19-year-olds that have been through just as much as I've been in my 34 years of life. So again, age does not equate to wisdom or whatever. I believe that experiences do, and the way that we integrate and move through these experiences do. But it's like somebody here is like, you're younger than me, you have to listen to me, I know more than you, I've been in this career field for 15 years. And you're like, okay, that way of thinking, being, doing, existing, operating is just dead and gone. It doesn't serve anymore. And I'm gonna stand here, and this is just a more efficient way of getting things done. This is just a more efficient way of moving through this energy, whatever it is for you guys. Okay, messages please. Harmony. Nice. You have a great financial read. It says it's important for you to have a quiet, peaceful work atmosphere in order for you to thrive. Working at home or for yourself is best. Yeah, I definitely agree with that for sure. And then we have signs here. You are putting together pieces of the puzzle from signs that you're getting. Pay attention to the coincidences that you experience. I always say there's no such thing as coincidences, but that is coming up for you. So let's go ahead and dive into traditional tarot and see. You guys definitely, we have the Three of Swords in the reverse right away, and the Hierophant reverse. So you're definitely healing any type of financial, you're reframing the way that you work or move with money, okay? You're reframing the way that you identify with money, your relationship with money. And the Hierophant reverse is doing things in a non-traditional way. So you may be breaking away from something that's more traditional, meaning like if all of your family went to college in order to find a 9-to-5 job, and you're like, that's just not for me, and you tried that route, or maybe you just didn't at all, and you're going down a different route, that is the route for you. You don't have to go down the same route as everyone else here. So tell me about this clash with authority and planning for the future using your psychic gifts. Okay, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ace of Swords. Again, you're brilliant. Capricorns, you guys have this idea. You have an very innovative mind at the moment here, and there's some stubborn energies that they'd want to rebel against this innovation because maybe it makes them feel smaller, it makes them feel insecure. They don't want to learn new things, they don't want to grow. If people don't want to grow with you, leave them behind. Leave them behind. This is not your battle. You're no longer carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, Capricorns. And that's what I'm getting here in this situation. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. You're flying forward with your inspiration, with spirit shining right on you here. And like, yeehaw, okay? This ain't Texas. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Yes. Anyways, actually, yeah. Anyways, Five of Swords. This person's just stuck in their ego. They're stuck in ancient ways, I'm hearing, and not ways that are beneficial for the world that we live in now. So this is kind of like where, you know, and again, no offense to boomers, my loves. I know not everyone is like this, but I am going to use this as an example. This is kind of how like boomers are like, well, stop eating avocado toast and you could buy a house. You're like, fuck you, I'm eating avocado toast and that's not damaging my budget. The economy sucks. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you and that mindset here. Yeah, Queen of Swords. All right, stand your ground in some sort of way. It will be challenging, but as long as you handle it again in a peaceful way, you're going to move through that energy. Tell me about brilliance for Capricorns during this time. Five of Cups in the reverse. Some of you guys are about to come out of some sort of like depressive streak. Maybe you've been thinking very lowly about yourself, or other individuals were saying or speaking lowly things on you. Seven of Swords, doing some sort of, you know, darker magic. Maybe it was family and your family members grew up calling you like a loser, treating you like a child all the time, even though you're an adult now and you're like, I'm an adult. I'm not going to continue with this type of behavior. It's kind of like individuals around you, somebody here basically stopped you. They put it in your mind that you weren't great. And I think that's why Spirit started with the gifted from birth card. Like, Spirit's like, no, you've always been great. And that's why they spent their entire life, your entire life, making sure that you don't reach that potential, because then you wouldn't become an extension of them, okay? So for example, I've seen this a lot. I work with clients all the time. We do a lot of coaching, everything. But, you know, one of the major things that has been coming up lately are parents that basically see their children as like an extension of themselves. And this is due to like narcissism, they, you know, whatever. But, and then they don't give their parent, they are dismissive about their children's abilities, or adults, these young adults' abilities to make decisions for themselves. And it's like they want to be able to brag. So for example, it's like they raise you to get this like good job, you finally grow up and you get a good job, and then they're jealous of you because you have a good job and you don't need them anymore, right? You are financially secure, and all their bragging rights and everything like that, everyone knows that you're financial and you're secure with yourself. So now it's not fun to brag about you, and they're not getting the accolades that they got for raising such a great kid. You know what I mean? This may be systems that you're breaking and reframing from. This might be that cord cutting thing that we're coming up with. Now, it's also how you're restructuring your relationship around money, finances, and the way that you show up in this world. So some of you guys might be actually working in like psychology, sociology. You could be studying in those fields. For some of you guys, you could, especially with the Five of Cups in the reverse, like you help people see past any like limiting beliefs, or there's just something that you do that encourages people and it disrupts certain patterns or pathways of thinking, and it's like you plant these new seeds for other people to nurture and grow in whatever way that alludes to. I mean, it could happen with just somebody walking into your shop. Maybe you sell crystals here and you say this just one thing that maybe you were unaware, but this person needed it, right? So it's definitely that type of energy here. For some of you guys, it's just, yeah, the Empress card. You guys are showing up definitely very strong divine feminine energy, very nurturing, loving, compassionate, and everything that you touch turns to gold, okay? Seven of Wands in reverse, and I feel like you're not even defensive, like if people turn down your advice or anything. That is something significant as well. You're just like, okay, I can see that you're limited and you're stuck in those ways, and I accept you as you are. You're a psychotherapist. I love that. Thank you for that confirmation there. Four of Swords. Again, no matter what, like you're just at peace here. Some of you guys, you might be dreaming of things. So you might be, the hypnotherapy. You could be a hypnotherapist as well. But some of you guys are tapping into like the Akashic records. So one thing that a lot of people do, famous people, for example, songwriters, singers, they pull from the Akashic record, authors, they pull from the Akashic records, right? And that's why you'll see a lot of similar stories and songs kind of come out around the same time because, but anyways, you might be accessing those realms. For some of you guys, not all of you. Queen of Wands, you could just be mastering a talent, a gift. You could be a model, a makeup artist. You could work in the beauty industry, an actress in some sort of way, okay? Three of Cups, but I definitely see some sort of celebration coming your way due to your brilliance. It's like whether you're glowing with your light, your truth, with your wisdom and your knowledge, you really help others around you. It has like this impact. Like, there's that saying, like, you are who you hang out with, and I'm a firm believer of that, okay? A firm believer of that. And it's like when you hang out with a bunch of wealthy people, like you start to develop a wealth mindset, and you're able to see things as a wealth mindset. You start making money, you start investing, you recognize the difference between a will, okay, and a trust. And you're like, fuck wills, like I'm not sending my kids through probate, I'm gonna put this in a trust so they just inherit it because I'm not stupid. That's a wealth mindset, right? So you're recognizing these differences here. Due to the people that you're hanging around, or you are having this impact on others around you. Again, take it as it resonates for you guys, okay? Tell me about harmony here. Some of you guys could be going on to like a retreat or something, or you just are retreating. Maybe you developed like this new routine where you're meditating every day, you're doing yoga every day, you're getting back to your true self. And I feel like you were taken away from all of this for a minute there, but you're getting back to your true self and your true routine. Okay, the Strength card and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, there was some sort of like retraction. Okay. It's kind of like lungs though, how like they empty to refill, right? To refill with new life. And that's what I'm getting here in this situation. There's new opportunities. I feel like some of you guys, there was some fear around this. Bringing in this harmony, like some of you guys were so used to chaos. Capricorns, listen here. I'm gonna teach you guys something. Capricorns go through 3 different main stages in their life. Okay, let me explain this here. So your first stage of life is turmoil. You learn chaos, right? Your second stage, you start to come into this awakening here, and you're starting to heal from the chaos. Now in the third stage, you have this opportunity for a brand new life. But in this brand new life, there are going to be instances that kind of come up. It's like you're so deathly afraid of going back to stage 1. You're so afraid of like going backwards, because maybe you did that through the healing phase, but healing's not linear. That's just you being harsh on yourself because you lived in those harsh conditions and environments, and you had that harsh reality. So you're like, survive or die, baby. Like, that's all I know. And that's what I'm getting here in this situation. It's just like, some of you guys are still working through that. You're still in that healing era where things are kind of not linear yet. Not that they're meant to be ever, but and then the third stage of life is where Capricorns finally have like this really great life, and they've overcome all of their lessons and integrated everything, okay? And I just kind of see that there might be something here with that. Delays. It's like 5 of Wands, because you keep getting caught up in like certain conflict or certain chaos, or it's the way of thinking. It's the way of thinking for you. Like, your mentality always brings you back to that fear. You're like, well, Carissa, remember when you were homeless? Like, you don't want to spend your money because if you do, you're going to be homeless again. And it's like that type of mentality. Or remember your last toxic relationship? This is why you'll never love again, Carissa, because in your last toxic relationship, you ended up in the hospital. It's those types of mentalities there. Okay, so try to recognize that fear, and I want you to meet that fear. So I wrote down a quote, because I'm always like writing, reading, etc. But I was watching Altered Carbon. It's an older show. I've already watched it, but I love really nerdy shows, and I kind of ran out of them recently. So I'm rewatching it here. And in that show, they literally said, it's not our enemies that defeat us, it's our fear. Okay, don't be afraid of the fears, make them afraid of you. So now's the time for you to like make your fears afraid of you. It's confront the fear, Again, it's not our enemies that defeat us, it's our fear. Once you become like fearless, and he was saying this, it was the AI who was like saying this to a woman who was basically locked inside a shell of who she once was. And she started slaying the enemies. The thing was, she was attacked. She was like a prostitute or whatever. Her suit was a prostitute, and she was attacked. And so, she had to learn how to like slay these demons. And so she learned how to like work with a sword, right? And how to protect herself. And that helped her come out of this state and allowed her to actually come back to life or whatever, right? So there's something here about that. It's like harmony is here for you, but if you choose to continue focusing on like the negatives and the snakes and everything that's going wrong for you, you're continuing to choose to perpetuate that cycle of fear here. All right. Yeah. Beautiful. And the Temperance card in Spirit saying balance this out. You actually got another card too, the High Priestess in the reverse. It's like you have to really balance out these negative. You have to balance out the fears. Temper them. Some of you guys, don't be afraid of occultism. Literally. It's you versus you. Yes, cereal. Some of you guys need to tap into like occultism, occult wisdom. All right. Don't be afraid of things that, so for example, like the Catholicism, for example, we'll just use that. They perpetuate this fear of demons. But did you know that the Jewish religion, they don't even really believe in demons. They only believe in Lilith, and they believe in succubuses, incubuses, which are interchangeable. Okay. It's like your belief becomes your reality. So I'm getting a little bit of that, where it's like you need to start diving into things that maybe you're afraid of, and really facing that here, because you're hindering yourself and your movement forward by sucking down this like black hole here. Be inspired by it instead. Be curious. Approach things with curiosity. Tell me about signs. You're putting together the pieces of the puzzles. Okay, 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, these signs might be coming in all over the place. You might be kind of bombarded with signs and synchronizations all around you. Capricorn, some of you guys you're really busy, so you've been like missing the signs. You need to slow down here, okay? I mean, everything is a sign, including you walking by and a dog jumping out in the yard and barking through the fence at you. That is a sign from Spirit, because you weren't paying attention. And that dog's trying to get your attention and be like, look, Capricorn, look around you. What is going on here? What are you feeling? What are you thinking? Yeah. What are you afraid of? What are those negative self-talk here? What are you hearing? Some of you guys have telepathy or gifts in regards to that you're really needing to tap into right now. There's something here about like your spirit communicating with you, and you're not hearing it. You're not listening because your mind is running rampant. It's on auto programming. Ten of Wands, and you might be feeling exhausted or overburdened by this auto programming. So what I want you to do is basically reprogram your neural pathways. Some of you guys might benefit from researching neurosciences. Okay, there's a hummingbird around you right now. I love that sparrow go. All right. So neurosciences. There's one girl. If you guys give me just a brief moment here, I will look her up. I think it's like Nicole or something. Let me see. Nicole Neuro. Yep. Okay. I follow this lady. She's fucking amazing. Okay. Not to like whatever. I love her. Neuroscience and psychology, habits, brain health, and neuroplasticity. Anyways, her name is Nicole Vignola, and she goes by Nicole Neuroscience on Instagram. Let me put this up here. You guys can go ahead and read it if my screen would focus. Nicole Neuroscience. She's absolutely amazing. I love her posts when they come up, or when I'm actually scrolling on Instagram, which is very rare. But that might be helpful to you guys in some sort of way, all right? Again, and she talks a lot about neuroplasticity and how our brains are like wired to think certain ways. So for example, there's one post that always stuck with me, and she's like, if you drink a beer and then you get on a bike and you fall off that bike, your brain's like, every time I get on the bike, I'm gonna fall, or every time I have a drink, I'm going to fall and hurt myself because that's what happened last time. And she explains how to rewire that and all of that, okay? But if you like get on a bike and then drink a beer, she explains how there won't be that correlation there, right? So it's very interesting, very fascinating stuff. She's got some books out there too for my readers, all right? And they're very good as well. But let's go ahead and move forward. So again, you have an opportunity for harmony and to really brilliantly shine. Don't let your fears hold you back. Make sure that you are standing up for yourself against, paradigms that are collapsing around you and just not in alignment with who you are anymore. Movement. And that's where you'll see that movement forward into what you want. You'll make good progress now, and you will be able to overcome any obstacles in your path. Big leaps forward are possible, is what this card says. So we love to see that. Let's move on to your guys' love life. Messages for love. Messages for love for the Capricorn Collective. Matters of the heart here for the Capricorn Collective. Matters of the heart here for the Capricorn Collective. What do they need to know during this time? Prickly defenses. Oh boy. Okay, it says barriers caused by past hurts block you. Be patient. Messages, please, for Capricorns. Unexpected joys and beyond compare. Don't compare your love to anyone else. It's unique. And unexpected joys is life surprises are gifts. Opening doors to unforeseen adventures. Love that. That's great. Messages, please, for Capricorns. Thank you. And laid to rest. Let go of lingering disputes and make peace together. Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm hearing immediately, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Okay, so don't hurt me no more. Soul's compass. Let intuition guide your steps, illuminating the life meant for you. So I definitely see that right now, whether you're in a relationship or single, it does not matter. We're going to read it both ways here. So take it as it resonates. And this doesn't even have to be in regards to love. This could just be matters of the heart. It seems like you're dealing with very defensive people. Maybe you bring something up and people are immediately jumping to defend themselves or justify why they did what they did. Don't we love people like that? Like, maybe you're doing this and that's okay. Don't we love people like that? Just kidding. All right. But it's like there's certain barriers that you've put up due to past hurts. 9 of Wands in the reverse and the Emperor card. This doesn't serve you any longer. All right. This does not serve you any longer. Spirit's letting you know, like, there's a lot of surprises and gifts opening for you if you're just open to this new adventure here, but you can't compare, like, your love life to others. So, for example, let's use, I just watched a video called Dark Psychology on, like, Nara Smith. If you don't know who Nara Smith is, that's fine. It doesn't matter. But I'm just going to use this as an example here where it's like she markets herself to portray this like perfect housewife. Like she makes bubblegum from fucking scratch. Who the fuck has time for that? Not me, that's for sure, right? But she portrays herself to this thing. And so it's like she sets a standard that's just not reachable to typical people here, right? Yet people are so encompassed in comparing and contrasting their life to hers. And it's like, oh, if I'm not making homemade bubblegum, then I'm not good enough, right? It's like that type of energy here. Do not catch yourself in comparison, especially in regards to love life. There's a lot of people online that portray things to be perfect, and oh, your man doesn't pay, he makes you pay 50-50. Yes, bitch, in this economy, yes, that is exactly what happens, okay? Who the fuck cares? There's always, oh, like, for example, and I love her. She fucking cracks me up. Sprinkle, sprinkle, okay? The sprinkle, sprinkle lady, for example. Or like now the guys came back and they're like drizzle, drizzle. I don't know. So it doesn't matter what side, what spectrum you're on. Again, Capricorns, your main soul lesson here, etheric energy, is for you guys to release others' perceptions of you. And this is vice versa. To become so solidified in your connection with yourself, spirit, and your path, your journey. To not let things like break that here, okay? Break that. Tell me about this energy, though. You let go of lingering disputes, right? Okay, yeah, Ace of Pentacles. So maybe there are things that you weren't comfortable with. I definitely see some passionate, fiery energy. You could have Aries, Leo, Sag in your chart. You do not have to. Maybe this is just Mars energy coming with that passion, that aggression, that anger, that quick to defend themselves, quick to be fiery, spicy. I just heard spicy, okay? High Priestess in the reverse, but that's not serving anyone. It's just creating more conflict, more chaos. You see how there's like flames all around? You could have Taurus in your chart. There's a bull right there, okay? Don't have to at all. Emperor in the reverse, you could be dealing with an Aries. You could have Aries in your chart, but it's like basically this energy of you actually lose control. The loudest one in the room is never the one that's in control. They're the one that has no control, right? Over a situation here. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, and because of certain situations from your past, you're blocked off. You're blocking off love. You're blocking your heart. We talked about this in the last reading, Capricorns. Babies, do you guys know how lovable you are? You guys know on my channel, I'm a little biased. I fucking love Capricorns. You guys are so resilient. You are so wonderful. You bring so much to the table. Like, it hurts my feelings that you feel it's more necessary to close yourself off to everything that you deserve rather than powering through all those fears and those limitations that other people put on you, because that shows that they win. You let other people win by hurting you. And you're like, nah, I'm never gonna date again. Like, for what though? Why? Who does that benefit? That doesn't benefit you. And it sure as hell does not benefit the person that you are actually destined for. Unfortunately, you're a Capricorn. And I don't know who the fuck you were in a past life, but I can promise you weren't a great person. You fucked up. I'm saying this as a Capricorn, okay? I fucked up. I did. I blew my... Right there. I had everything. And I still... You know? So, I know that. And then before that, I killed my brother for the throne, so... Listen, I had some karma to resolve in this lifetime, and the way that my karma chose to resolve was in relations to other people. I had to learn how humans operate and what that looks like in this reality, in this form. I had to learn strong lessons, and it fucking hurt. It hurt every single time I didn't get it. I would cry myself to sleep. I'd be like, I don't understand. And I remember saying to myself, like, man, I must have been such a bad person in my past life, and I was. And I was. Okay, I was not perfect. So, you know, if you're a Capricorn, you're a Scorpio, you're a Libra, you're any of those, you are not a good person in a past life. And that's okay. It's all right. Just admit that here. And that's okay. We all mess up here. There's not a perfect person. That doesn't exist. If we are incarnated here in this matrix, I can promise you, you've got soul lessons to learn. Okay? And yes, some of us volunteer to be here and blah, blah, blah. Yes, we're not going over all of that, though. All right? Let's see here. Top of the deck, Six of Cups. This could be definitely from a past life as well. You had strong lessons to learn. Okay? These were things in your past, and now you've let your past completely close you off, which does not allow your soul to progress or evolve. All right? It just doesn't. So baby, it's time to move past that here. I know that you don't want to hear that. I know that's not easy to hear. I know it's very triggering to hear. And the sooner that you accept it, all right, and not in a negative way of like, see, I knew I was a horrible person. No self-fucking pity, no nothing. Just be like, damn, yeah, I can recognize how I came here because I wanted to do things the right way this time. And I deserve that. My soul deserves that, you know? So yeah, unexpected joys. It's like once you move past these things, these joyous things can come in for you. And I definitely see that happening. Life surprises or gifts. Tell me about this. 3 of Pentacles. There we go. It's like better relationships with others. 6 of Wands. People recognizing who you truly are and loving you right the first time, right? People appreciating you. I feel like there's so much wounding patterns, Capricorns, around people not appreciating you enough. Okay, the Lover's card here for like the decisions that you make, and like you're like, I could have been a worse person, you know, but I chose the high road here, and you did, you absolutely did, but you had to learn these karmic lessons with people from the past. 7 of Wands, and now you've learned to discern, you've learned to stand up for yourself, you've learned to align yourself to your own personal compass here of moral and integrity, all right, and you've learned how to heal yourself, you've learned how to heal others, King of Wands, and now it's time for passion and joy to come into your life. It is. This is your current energy that we're clarifying. All right. So you have the unexpected joys, life surprises or gifts, opening doors to unforeseen adventures. Some of you guys are going to be traveling, and there's something here about like traveling and meeting a great lover while you're traveling. Okay. This could be like, you know, camping. Just don't become one of those like people under the blanket at the beach, okay? Don't be those people. But I do see passion, if you know where I'm headed with that. We are gonna censor that here because YouTube's gotten way more strict. Like half my videos are not even monetized these days because your girl's a truck driver. So again, you're healed, you know how to heal others, you bring a lot of light into others, and there's some sort of like unity coming forth. You can have multiple options, or like people really recognizing you, being very attracted to you, people seeing the truth in you here. So this could be romantically, of course, or this could be in regards to just matters of your heart, just being seen for who you truly are. 3 of Pentacles, and I definitely see better unions and connections coming in here, okay? Again, don't compare your life to other people's lives. That's going to lead you straight to a dead end, all right? And that is still some sort of like victim programming. And again, I'm not calling you a victim. All right, I'm definitely not, but it is victim programming here. It's just recognizing how we limit ourselves. So Spirit wants you to push past your own self-imposed limitations in that, right? Because you have connections, passionate adventures, you have great leadership abilities and skills. You have so much love to share with others and vice versa. And this love wants to come in for you. Again, someone here might meet somebody while traveling. You're meant to meet the love of your life while traveling. Maybe you have like a Sagittarius Venus or something like that. That could be significant. Maybe they have a Sagittarius Venus, or they're a Sagittarius. I don't even know, but Sag energy is coming through very strongly here. Tell me about laid to rest, letting go of lingering disputes and making peace together. The Knight of Cups. I definitely see apologizing and manifesting together here. You guys have a little tools and resources if you are in a connection or relationship to overcome whatever arguments and difficulties that you guys are currently facing, okay? King of Swords, communication might be the situation where it's like you need to sit down and communicate. Now, I saw something the other day where it's like, my husband and I were about to divorce, but all we needed was a vacation away from the kids and the family. And it ended up, they had the whole night to like sit there and talk and stuff like that. And they ended up working together and like happier than they've ever been in a bunch of years. Sometimes it's just bringing forth that reconnection, okay? So maybe you've been in like in a long-term connection, Capricorns. You guys have been together for 10 years or something. Maybe you guys are needing a trip, a vacation. You're needing to hear each other again. You're needing to fully sit down and listen and give your partner an opportunity to respond, not react, but respond. Some of you guys need to learn the difference between responding and reacting. Now, with my singles here, again, it's like this is rebuilding that trust within yourself. You're recognizing I have all the tools and resources. I'm basically like a master. I have like my PhD in narcissism, right? You know, you're like, I already know what these people look like. I'm not going to put up with that crap anymore. When they come towards me here, I already know what it looks like, and I won't put my energy or time into it. I won't let them take advantage of me in that way. You're recognizing, you know, it's kind of like, yeah. For whatever reason, I'm seeing like rock climbing, I believe, where they use, you know, like you put, I don't actually know how to rock climb, just in case you couldn't tell here, but it's like I'm seeing those little clips, okay, and I'm seeing like a new clip be put up, and you're like putting a rope through something, and you're taking that leap of faith and you're swinging over and you're proving that you can trust yourself, all right? And you're prepared for this, like you know what you're doing. All right, tell me about soul's compass. Let your intuition guide your steps here. 7 of Cups. Some of you guys listening to your intuition, literally standing in your power here, knowing yourself, facing your fears, and not letting your mind run and create stories about situations that aren't even true. So you know all those situations where you're like, oh my gosh, my husband is 5 minutes late from work. He must have stopped at a gas station and picked up a hooker. You know what I mean? Right? Or this person didn't text me back immediately. It's because they freaking hate me and they don't like me and they're a cheater and they're a player and they're this and they're that. You know, it's like, don't run on these accusations here. Don't create these accusations, these assumptions. All right, really anchored down. Yeah, 2 of Wands here, and see clearly the Moon card, listening to your intuition here, because some of you guys, you might jump to these conclusions that aren't even the truth. So be careful with that. And it might be due to like old programming. All right, whether you're single, you're coupled, anything, just be careful of that. Like, you don't actually know the truth of the situation until you sit down and ask. Okay. All right, that's what we've got here for right now. Again, follow your soul's compass, but make sure that it's not coming from your ego and old past timelines and stuff like that. And if you guys are having arguments or issues, I'd see you guys working through them. I'm not seeing anything like separate or break up. Magic within. Yeah, as I lift up the entire deck, it says create a space for personal growth and self-discovery. Exactly. This is an opportunity for you to grow and transform. Leadership's lure. Yes, dominant in spirit, fueled by pride, yet true control lies in wisdom's embrace. So be careful not to let pride consume you or, you know, your partner. If you're cross-watching, don't let your pride consume you in this situation. All right. Let's close out this reading here from my Capricorn collective. Thank you guys for being patient this week. I know I don't normally do readings on Sundays, but your girl had to. Let's see. It's time to rest and rejuvenate. There's a lot of people projecting their pain onto you. Again, go back to the beginning of the reading there to see that part. We are pulling strings in your favor, Capricorns. Be gentle on yourself and practice self-love affirmations. We have raise your vibration. Okay. And that one didn't come out, so we won't take it. There we go. Psychic attack, protect yourself. So, and karmic justice as your overall energy. All right, you've made all the right decisions here. Balance and restoration is coming. Bottom of the deck, we have save your money, spend mindfully. And center of the deck, transform your burdens into blessings. Your master alchemist. Okay. All right, my loves. Karmic justice here again. Balance and restoration is coming. You can watch the beginning of the reading for that part here, but just double confirmation. Again, let people reflect their character. It has nothing to do with you. The only thing that you are responsible is for the way that you react to situations. The only thing that you have control over is the way that you handle and perceive situations or overthink situations. So take control where you can, and if it doesn't apply, let it fly. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye, Cappies.